Pierce from Hamilton County Schools. Today we are going to continue working on our we're going to start our body paragraphs after doing our outline from the last week, whenever that was for you guys. So we're going to be looking at the outline that we made, and we're going to be turning those into body paragraphs like I just said. So what I need from you is go ahead and get your outline ready so that we can start doing this. So I have my first reason up here with the evidence, and then I have kind of the steps for writing the body paragraphs. And I have highlighted them so that you guys can see what I'm doing as well. So our step one is going to literally just be to make your reason your topic sentence, and then it's going to be this fancy blue color. So I'm going to highlight mine. You guys don't need to do that. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. So my reason was being on social media can cause people to focus on their appearance. And I'm just going to add a little bit here, more than they would normally, just to give a little bit of like kind of background. And then it says to introduce my evidence. So by that, I mean, like, say, one study found that, or whatever. So this is in a cross-sectional survey of 548 girls from grades 5 to 12. Participants self-reported the frequency of reading fashion magazines and attitudes and behaviors, including dieting and exercise. So I'm going to give the source here, according to USA Today, and then it's a comma. And then I'm going to change the background color because now it is a piece of evidence. And I'm going to copy that, paste it. Ew, it made it pink. I'm going to make it yellow so you guys can see. And then it says, explain how the evidence relates to the reason and claim. And this is what I would consider the most important part of the essay, because just giving evidence does not necessarily support your claim. Like, being on social media can cause people to focus on their appearance more than they would normally. This is actually not even about social media. It's about fashion magazines. So I need to explain what that has to do with social media. So fashion magazines, which serve similar purposes to social media, right? Advertisements, articles, seeing pictures, things like that. That's just like social media. Have a long history of causing young women to focus on behaviors to change their appearance, like dieting and exercise. I'm actually going to change this to be all black writing so you guys can see it better. Oh, so much better. And then it says repeat steps 2 through 4 for all evidence. So I'm going to move on to evidence 2 with step, I guess it's actually step 1.5 through 3, because I named that one 1.5. So I'm going to go back to pink. This time it actually says it's the New York Post, but I don't want to start again by saying according to the New York Post. So I'm going to say another, oh, why did it not make it pink? Another study showed that highlight this, going to change this to yellow. The finding of the study revealed that, I'm going to actually delete part of this. Another study showed that even 30 minutes on the social media app can make women fixate negatively on their weight and appearance, according to the New York Post, which is actually, even though it's at the end, it's still kind of giving context for the quote, so I'm going to make that pink. And now I have to explain how the evidence relates to the reason or claim again. So what does that have to do with being on social media can cause people to focus on their appearance more than they normally would. First of all, even 30 minutes on the social media app. So I'm going to start by saying most people who use social media do not limit their time to less than 30 minutes. Directly correlates with negative focus on appearance. Okay? Which is what my claim was. Perfect. So now one more piece of evidence. How am I going to introduce this one? So this is the one that talks about Marisol Touraine, France's Minister of Social Affairs and Health, talking about something. And she says exposing young people to normative and unrealistic images of bodies leads to a sense of self-depreciation and poor self-esteem that can impact health-related behavior. I'm going to introduce it by saying who she is. France's Minister of Social Affairs and Health. Healthy. And I'm going to say why this is different. Obviously, it has like mental issues, self-depreciation, and poor self-esteem. But she also says that it can impact health-related behavior. So I think she's implying that the correlation does not just end with negative focus on a person's appearance, saying, and then I'm going to do the quote, yellow, then I gotta explain it. So, constant exposure to social media and specifically she talks about its portrayal of unrealistic bodies, right? I'm going to say unrealistic goals, so I don't say the exact same thing she said, can lead to behaviors that have a negative impact on a person's health. It's not only about mental health, it's about physical health as well. Think about like over dieting or eating disorders, right? It's not just about focusing on your appearance, it's about those behaviors that you get as well. All right, you guys now need to do this same work with your body paragraph, your first body paragraph, and then once you finish that, go ahead and continue. I am only going to do it for my first one, but you guys can go ahead and do that for all three of yours. All right, have a wonderful rest of your day.